Namaskar. डॉक्टर कुर्लेकर आणि डॉक्टर फाळके यांना पण नमस्कार. मान्यवर सगळे बसले तिथे. Actually, what happened is that about a week ago, Kedar came to my office, and I'm sure it was because Pradeep told him to come, correct? So I call myself really, surprisingly standing here and talking about it. Tyanantar, then I spent time reading the book because he gave me only the English version. So I was under impression that Marathi translation is not done yet. So I'm thinking about it. I said, maybe I have to talk only in English, which I can do, of course. So that's not an issue. But anyway, I really enjoyed the book. It is incredible amount of knowledge, information, details that he has packed into it, really. Various chapters. Each chapter has references, which is amazing. Over 100 references per chapter sometimes, So that actually proves what people have been saying, that everything has been supported really well, what he has written. Beyond that, actually, if you see, there are a lot of illustrations, a lot of photographs, lots of diagrams, with the help of architects. And I think this kind of valuable information is really inspiring. Many of us have said that these forts are temples. I completely believe that. And source of inspiration for next generation should be the forts, and to learn from it and what has happened to preserve freedom, Swarajya, and Maratha kingdom as such. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said, and nobody would have said, Aurangzeb really died defeated. That was the sentence that he used, right? And that is the fact, really, that he really could not take it because of the forts. Now, looking at this kind of thing and looking at his work, I was really thinking, should Kedar we should give him, I would like to sponsor him for one more PhD, really, isn't it? But I think, as I hear, there are 2 more books coming. I don't think he wants more PhDs, so that is okay. But the young researchers like him is what we would like to see going forward, right? We mentioned that there is a daftar then here, right here in Bhandarkar Institute, there are, and plus Bharatiya Sanshadhan Mandal, there are lakhs and lakhs of manuscripts which are not translated. They are in Modi, in Farsi, maybe some in Sanskrit. But that is a critical work that we don't know. So we probably know 20%, who knows? Not even that. Maybe whatever we know, that's all we know, but it is definitely motivating and inspiring, whatever we know. And person like him is doing all of the work now, to bring it out. And there are more opportunities because there are so many more subjects, really, about the Maratha kingdom itself. And I'm really focusing on that. I'm kind of associated right now for about 3 years now with Bharatiya Sanshadhan Mandal because I'm renovating that. So I'm meeting a lot of people and understanding the situation there. It is absolutely amazing how much work last 100 years we have done. The prominent people, Balkode sir is here, Mendel sir is not here right now, but there are many who have done it before, and that has been to sort of find out what is written there, right? I want to shift a little bit and give some of my thoughts. Dr. Kulekar told us about something that he saw from his background, of course. I'm going to tell something from my background. I'm in technology for more than 30, 35 years, 40 years almost. I still run the companies. And I'm not retired, that means. And I'm totally in the cutting edge kind of a thing. So I'm looking at this book, or Dr. Uday Kulkarni's books. When I say that, where are we reaching? With his book now, we are probably reaching about 1,000 people, maybe 3,000 people. Some libraries, some people will have it at home, right? Read it, pass it on. Can we take it to more people? There are many opportunities to do this. If he does the second edition, I would recommend that for some of the pages, important pages, he can put QR code on that, okay? Now, what happens with QR code is that everybody has a phone. You can scan it. You can go to YouTube where you can have small snippets of that particular incident, right? You can have actually pages there. You can have maybe videos related to that. We can offer from that the person who is doing it on the phone to post it on Facebook or Instagram, okay? Now, this is a small way of taking it to the world, to the internet, okay? I'm going to go beyond that, of course, but this is one idea, that you can put simply QR codes on certain pages and allow it to be taken to the digital world. This is what is going to happen, and this is where the world is looking at, right? So then I thought there are other things like, for example, so many fort diagrams have been done. So Dr. Kulkarni talked about that. That is a foundation work, right? That is necessary, of course, and more of that is necessary. But I go one step beyond that. Sri Rajan Zog is sitting here, who knows Raigad so well, and you know what is happening there. I mean, Raigad, one thing I want to tell you, when I'm appreciating his book, I was just telling him that chapter number seven, you got to see that. 62 pages devoted to only Raigad. Incredible amount of work he has done just on Raigad. It can be a book, really. It is full of diagrams, literally. And some elevations, not just 2D. Okay, some elevations are there, some ideas are there. I'm saying that take all of these ideas, all the references, all the writings. Even he says that in 1671, one British woman visited Raigad, and she wrote lengthy details about the houses, the buildings, all kinds of things. And there was a color diagram or a color map available at that time. Anyway, take a look at all of these things which are available and take it to 3D visualization, I would say. We have, of course, I have in my company and other places, we have ways to take the 2D and elevations and references and ideas to 3D visualization. It's then now internet capable to see what is inside the fort. Today, really, we don't have anything. We have the curtain walls, right? And everything else is kind of in ruins or has been sort of taken down, or we have lost it. Let's bring it up virtual. So taking it 3D visualization, I can say it can go all the way up to VFX for producing something out of it, or AR, VR, which is augmented reality and virtual reality, right? So there are a lot of ideas coming out of that. I can keep on going on this thing, by the way, you know, because I have the mindset when I look at it that why some of these things are limited to the readership of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people, and why is it not going all the way over the world, right? Easy. Where is it not possible? It is absolutely possible. After he gave me the book, I was on, of course, Google search right away, and I was trying to search about the forts by Shivaji Raje. Yeah, there is a little information. Then I went to ChatGPT 4. Then I went to Llama 3, which is LLM by Meta. I could not find more than 7 entries of 7 or 8 forts associated with Shivaji Raje. That's it. Why is that? It is because our literature, our historical literature, is not there in English. First thing, let's call it English, because he has written this is in English, and Dr. Kulkarni has written everything is in English. It's not digitized. It is not on the internet. It is not searchable today. So it is not part of any searching thing. Everything is Eurocentric. Anything that is Western, that is available today, right? Our background, our history is not there. Next generation to search is, of course, LLMs, or large language models. Some of us know probably here what I'm talking about. And there are a whole bunch of things going on where if you have these sort of things digitized, LLMs can scrub the internet and tokenize the words and bring it into data sets, massive data sets, basically. And that's what helps eventually globally to do a large amount of search. are we going to go there? I think we should, right? And that would be my really suggestion for all of us to think about it, what we can do, how we can promote it, how we can take it forward, how we can reach it globally without them coming over here. Unfortunately, Dr. Kulekar talked about how sad the situation is on the actual forts, right? Hey, but let's create a virtual version of it. And with all the knowledge that we know through the references that have been written about it, right? So bring it up digitally. Let's do that. That's the thought I have, basically. I mean, I can really go on and on, but I have to stop, right? Because there are some ideas. I can talk with him. I can help him to take something forward. One thing I'm going to do, though, that I appeal you can do, I'm going to buy 4 copies of this and take with me back to US and give it to 4 prominent university libraries. And maybe you can take 1 or 2 or 3 copies and donate it to some major university library here. So the book like this is available right away, immediately, as a reference book, right? Thank you very much for inviting me. Appreciate that. And it was a pleasure being here. Thank you.